Hello everyone, I am Saksham Sharma, founder of Careerkunj and former HR and recruiter of TCS. Friends, we have been receiving many queries about NSR from the students that what is NSR, why it is important to do registration for NSR, how it is to be done, what is IT PIN, what is its relevance, what they should do. So, coming from all these queries, we decided to make a video in which we will explain that what is NSR and how you should register on that and why it is important to register on NSR. So we'll discuss that in detail in this video. And if you are new to our channel, do subscribe our subscribers so that you can get more authentic and relevant information regarding placements. All right, so let's move on to what is NSR. So basically, NSR is a initiative by NASSCOM in which they are trying to make a centralized platform which can help in the background check. For example, today if TCS has to do your background check, so they have to do all the checks, right, of your address, of your criminal cases, of your mark sheets, and all the other things. And tomorrow, Infosys, if you join Infosys or let's say any other IT company, because this is more for IT and ITES company. If you join any other company, they again have to do all this cross checks of mark sheets and the background checks of all the things that I mentioned. So this results in duplication of efforts every time. So basically, NSR is an initiative by NASSCOM in which they are trying to make it like one place where the companies can come and update the background check report of the candidate so that the next company can also refer to it and doesn't have to do the background check again. It just have to do the background check after the time period when the last background check happened, right? So it's kind of centralizing the background check. Okay, but this is only possible and successful when all the companies get registered themselves on NSR, and they all the employees as well, all the candidates as well get registered themselves on NSR. Because if somebody is not registered, then again they have to do the background check again. As a candidate, you register on NSR and it's a little very comprehensive process. They would require authentication from your Aadhaar. If you don't have your Aadhaar card linked with your mobile number, then you have to do it through a video. So basically the registration process itself is very comprehensive, and that it is very difficult to fake this process. And that is why the background check, in the background check section, this is one of the option that you have to register yourself on the NSR and generate your IT PIN. If you talk about TCS in particular, so whenever you will go to, when you get the offer letter, you have to initiate your background check. And when you initiate your background check, you have to, as a part of the background check initiation process, you also have to register yourself on NSR, and you have to apply, you have to generate your IT PIN which will be used. Another important thing is that earlier NSR, requires the physical verification, which was the phase 2 of biometric verification, where you used to go to NSR center for the biometric verification. When I joined TCS long back, I did the same. But now that is discontinued. Only the online verification, KYC through Aadhaar or video is enough. You don't have to go anywhere. So this is one update that all of you should know, that you don't have to go anywhere now. Only the online verification and KYC is enough. So I hope you get this understanding of what it is and why somebody should do that. So what you are seeing on the screen is the NSR website, and then you can see here it is maintained by NSTL, which is National Security Depository Limited, and it is an initiative by NASSCOM, and NASSCOM is again one of the body that takes care of association of IT and ITES industries. So they are trying to make it simpler for all the companies so that this particular initiative can be used by all the companies, and the typical background check process can be made easier, and there can be one repository of the background check detail of the candidate. For example, if some company has marked somebody's background check as negative, so it would be visible to everyone that why this candidate background check is negative, Another company can also look at that why it was negative, and then they don't have to do all the hard work again, wherein they have to do the background check and again figure out if all the things are correct. So this is the website which you can visit and you can read. I have read all this, and that is how I am informing you. And as a you have to register yourself as a uh, user, as a employee, as a potential future employer. And you can also register if you are a company, because it is for both, for companies and for individuals. For individuals, it is for their own data and background check reports. For companies, it is to check whether the particular candidate is what data it has from the past. So you have two options here: login and register. So you can click on register if you are new. If you have already registered, then you can directly log in. How to register on NSR, we'll go through it. So here is a detailed presentation of how to register on NSR uh, uh, page and generate your IT pin. This is also available on this particular presentation is also available on the NSR website. I will also upload this in the description box of our video. So you can see here on the screen that this you have to click on this link. Even if you type just on Google NSR, it will come, and then you have to register uh, processes, DigiLocker, Aadhaar, KYC and video KYC for NSR registration. And once the registration process is done, there will be a 12-digit IT pin which will be generated, and that will be sent to you on your mail ID. And then you can download your NSR e-card, and by clicking the option of generating the e-card, that can be submitted later to the company or your employer. Okay, and if you need any assistance, this is the email ID which can be reached out. Okay, so again, few things that you should take care before registering on NSR, that you should use Google Chrome, that is recommended. You should use Windows, and you should not use Apple because they think it is not supporting. And you should allow the cookies. Okay, so these are the basic settings that you should do before registering on the NSR. And then now how to register, go on the home page and click on the register button, and then you have to fill your personal details. And then once you fill that, it will be your name, it will get started, and then you have to click on the next button. And then you have to, here on this page, if you are already employed, then you have to mention your present employer. If you are not employed, then you have got an offer letter from someone like TCS, you have to click on the my future employer. Okay, and then if you are neither offered nor working anywhere, then you can click on registering on my own. Okay, and then you have to select any one of the KYC method. And if your Aadhaar card is connected with your phone number, mobile number, then you can select DigiLocker or Aadhaar based KYC. If your mobile number is linked to Aadhaar, if it is not linked, then you have to go for the video KYC. Okay, so I think this is something which is very common, and you can easily do your registration, KYC verification, and this things you should have, and all of the student mostly have it: PAN card, basic things, passport size photo, and then you have to proceed, and then it will redirect you to the Aadhaar website. So agree that, mention your Aadhaar, fill the captcha, and then you should again proceed the instruction, normal things for KYC, and then you have to allow him. So once you have to allow, your details will be reflected, and you have to submit. Okay, so you can do that. And you can, another way to do the KYC is the Aadhaar XML based KYC. So you have to follow these steps. You have to upload your Aadhaar, and then it will redirect you to the Aadhaar page, and you will get an OTP after mentioning your Aadhaar number. And then you have to click on this option, offline eKYC, and then it will give you a code. You have to mention the code, and then once you mention the code, it is done. If you don't have your Aadhaar number linked with your mobile number, then you have to follow the KYC process. This is little new, here you have to record a video by speaking, these three things. And then how it is done, you have to click on this option on the screen to start, and then you have to speak this with your details, and then you have to submit again, so this is how the video KYC will be done. And then after that, you would be asked to give your personal details, mother's name, father's name. Please give it as per your documents. Passport, it is not compulsory, so those who have it, fill it. Those who don't have it, leave it. Another information about your address, your qualification, your education details, and then any other professional qualification you have, like CA or other, you have to mention, and then your technical qualification. So it will ask you for the details if you're already employed. If no, you can click on no and move on. If you're employed, then it will ask you the details about HR and your manager. And then yes, after doing all this thing, you have to make the payment. So it is on cost basis. So I would recommend you that you should go for the least one, which is a basic membership, because more than you, the employer needs it. So you don't have to do it again and again. You can go for the least option and make the payment from any of the option available. So once you make the payment, you would have you will have registered successfully, and then the NSR IT pin will be sent out to your mobile number and registered email ID. That's it, and that is the IT pin which you have to use to generate your NSR e card and give it to the your employer. For TCS candidates, you have to upload it 15 days before joining, or you can carry with you on the day of joining as well. And those who have left the process in between, they can save it and they can complete again by clicking on this button which you see on the screen now. So that's it. That is all about NSR. So I hope you have got a good understanding about what is NSR, why it is needed, and how you should register about it. If you have any more queries, let us know in the comment section. And if you want clarity on some other topic, let us know as well. We will try to make a video on that. Till then, thank you so much.